car. We just got through going on our walk around the RV park. This park is really big, so I guess it's about a mile and a half.
So we don't have to hear dinger.
Well, that and all the Facebookers out there that noticed I didn't have my seatbelt on. So I have it on. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of people out there that are the seatbelt police.
That's 74 degrees down at the Texas coast. All of y'all that live in the North Country that are freezing.
He's so mean.
I think I'm so funny. At least I think I'm funny anyway.
This says, "Welcome to our camper. We sleep around." That's cute.
All these people with pineapples on there.
I have not
RVs.
seen a pineapple on anyone's RV yet. Although our sister-in-law, who was it? I think it was Vanessa that sent us that.
Oh, yeah.
They had a pineapple hanging off the back of their RV, but we have not seen any pineapples on anyone's RV. I'm gonna flip this around.
This is going to be interesting. We're going to try this out and see how this works. So. I absolutely do not like loading the car on the day that we're going to travel, so we always try to load it beforehand. But
there's our boat.
The SS Minnow.
That is not our boat.
No. You're gonna get over here and I got a little project before we
What are you gonna
do this. I need to hang my pictures.
Oh. Pictures and things that the kids made for him years ago when they were little. How old are they? 20 years?
The one from Jamie is pretty old for sure. Can you hold that for a second? And well, both of them are a number of years old.
Anyway, Kevin's very sentimental, so he keeps things like that. He's sappy. Are you sappy?
Oh, my daughter's
Oh.
yeah, it's a little rusty. Just leave it there for a minute.
That's the lock that we use to lock the back of the trailer. Kevin doesn't trust anybody, so
What's that?
he puts chains on the tires and locks on the hitch.
Well,
You can't be too careful.
if someone wanted in the trailer bad enough, I promise you these locks wouldn't do it.
Those are the pictures that he's talking about. I'm gonna show them to you. This one doesn't even have a glass frame on it anymore. That's Jamie and her daddy when she was little. She was probably, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 years old. And she put this together because she didn't have any money
Well, she wasn't
for
2
Christmas.
when she made it.
No, but
Yeah,
she was probably 10. Where's the other one?
that's over there. She didn't have any money, so she made me this, and I love it.
And this is a painting that Haley made when Kevin used to fly remote control helicopters out in a field. And so Haley painted that from memory, I think. That's her and her dad. And it's very sentimental to Kevin. That's all.
This is hardly parking. I let an Indian sit in here just because.
Oh, you're funny. We get a lot of crap about him having a Harley.
I don't get any crap.
Yes, you do.
People love Harleys. They're the bomb. They actually comment more about your bike though than they do mine.
It's only because it's a girl riding it.
No, they like the color. A lot of people comment on the coloring of the bike.
It's black.
No, I'm talking about the black and the tan.
Oh.
Ooh.
Squeeze.
I'm gonna have to go on a diet. What do y'all collect and keep? I got in trouble from my oldest or my middle daughter because I got rid of one time, one of her projects. And I only got rid of it.
Right side needs to come up.
Up?
Right there.
Is it centered about below the other one?
Yeah. As good as I can tell.
I'll go and look.
It's fine. Anyway, y'all are gonna laugh about it.
It was an octopus that she made in school, and she gave it to me.
It was as wide as this trailer.
It was a big thing, but
It's not an exaggeration either.
That wasn't the reason I got rid of it.
You kept it until it fell apart.
Yeah, it was literally coming apart in pieces.
It was paper mache.
Paper mache, and it wasn't staying.
It had tentacles on it and everything.
It got a little damp and started to come apart. So I thought it would be okay to throw it away. Well, it turns out
she got her butthurt feelings. Butthurt feelings.
Yeah.
She was older too when she found out about that.
Yeah.
Are you ready for me to drive it in now?
No, not just yet.
Everybody drives around in golf carts around here. Makes it super easy to get around in town.
Put these wheel chocks on the ground. Not only does it stop the forward movement of the car when it's in here, but it helps to know where to stop too. All right, here she comes. Not a lot of clearance in here. Get this mirror over here. Just straighten up. There you go. Okay. Alright. I think we're in now. I've got to connect the straps. You can cut it off. Yeah, you can cut it off. Hold on a second. This is always so much fun to watch. Better her than me. I wouldn't even fit out through the window.
It's not bad.
Now, she used to try to go through the back door, and that was a pain, so this is much easier.
We learned putting those chocks on that it keeps the car from shifting forward when we're traveling and hitting the back of Kevin's bike.
Well, what we found was the car, even even though it was strapped and it was in neutral or had the parking brake on, that the car would shift just a little bit, maybe an inch or so, and over time it would shift a little bit, and then it would almost, the straps would just become useless. They'd be laying on the ground, and it didn't hurt my bike at all, but it sure did scuff up the front of the car. I mean, you can't hardly scratch a Harley.
Part of travel day is taking down the Magna Shades. When you are living in an RV or motorhome and you have a huge window like this, the light comes in, the sun, and makes it really, really hot. So by having the Magna Shades outside, it really cuts down on the heat. Go on with these magnets. I don't know if you can see them here, right there. They're little self-adhesive magnets that go all the way around the perimeter of the glass on the inside, and then the magnets get attached with the shade from the outside. And it comes with this little handy pole that you can take them off just like that. And we are not sponsored by Magna Shade at all, but if they would like to sponsor us, that'd be great. But we really do like them. Together, he lays them all down together and rolls them up. And it has a little pouch that they come in, and so it makes it for easy storing. And there it is. Part of prep day is my portion of it, and I utilize these two bins to put away my office, all my makeup, and all of this stuff goes and gets put away. So I'll show you how I do that to keep things from moving and bouncing around when we travel.
Says I'd like to have my ears scratched. Yes, I do. Oh my goodness, that's my favorite thing.
And when we move, it's a great time to clean, right? Here, pour that out. It's at risk of being knocked over by me. I'm notorious for knocking things off the counter and breaking dishes.
So, one of the things that we use this dishwasher for is for travel day.
I'm gonna start using that dishwasher for washing dishes. I just need to get some. I just need to get some dishwasher detergent.
We've had this clock
since 2003, so 20 years.
Longer than that.
No, that was my mama. My mom gave that to me Christmas of 2003. That was the last gift she ever gave me. What's the other thing we learned? Keep a set of silverware that is not inside the slide.
Yeah. We keep a knife, a fork, and a spoon.
2 knives, 2 forks, and 2 spoons.
In that drawer. In this drawer right here.
Yeah, because you can get to it when the slide is in. Now you get to see what Daisy does the whole time we're getting ready. She's gonna pace back and forth. trying to figure out what's happening. And she's actually looking for Lorena. She's a little bit confused as to where she's at this morning, but I'm not sure why you called her. She can't hear you. Anyway, let's see if she finds her. Oh, look at that. She did. Anyway, she'll nervously pace back and forth. Well, it's travel day, so we're up earlier than I would like to be. We've got everything a little almost situated. I've made my coffee, which is one of the most important things. So we're getting that going, and Lorena will finish getting ready, and by the time she does that, I'll pretty much have everything in a place where we can hit the road. So we're gonna do that. Anyway, we'll be back when we get the rig moving. We're gonna go hook it up to the trailer, so we'll show you guys that process and what that looks like, and we'll go from there. It's pretty this morning. We're gonna go ahead and get the septic and the sewer all ready to go. This is our bay where everything is located at. Start with emptying the black tank. Ugh, not much fun. I'm gonna put this on here. This just tells me how much water I've put in the system. It's a save a drop system. It keeps me from overfilling it. Well, it won't prevent you from overfilling it. I should correct myself on that, but it will tell you. These little quick connects are really helpful to make this process way easier. You can just get those on Amazon. Whenever I hook up our system, I always use a Y. That way I can keep a separate hose on here. Alright, we'll start the flush process on the black tank. A little overcast today. Always the clouds drifting in from the coast. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I hear the ocean this morning. It is just over those dunes right there. That's how close we are to the Gulf of Mexico. Alright, I'm gonna set a timer on my phone so I don't forget about this, and we'll come back to it. Alright, everything is buttoned up over here. We're ready to roll. Pull the slides in and get on the road.
Our slide won't go in on the driver's side, and we're supposed to leave today. So Kevin went outside to see if he can see anything. If not, I guess we'll call an RV company to come out and check it out and see what's wrong with it. So the RV folks are here, the repair people. we will see if they can get the slide going, because so far they've been here, I don't know, 20-30 minutes I guess, and then they had to leave and go get another part, and it's still not working. So stay tuned. Anyway, there was a lag in the spring of the corner slide out, and so it was getting hung up and it wouldn't let the slide go in. So he tapped it with a screwdriver, believe it or not, and it bounced back in, and he lubricated it and said that lubrication is what it needed, and it works just fine now. So there's our update.
Say it.
Well, the RV repair people just left. It wasn't as bad as what we thought it was going to be. Just needed lubricant.
Well, the motor was definitely bound up on the gear. The way people drive, they're liable just to hit you because they want to.
That's true too.
We are pulling into the repair company to have the rest of the air fittings changed on the RV. This business is General Roadside Service in West, and this is Jesus Calderon is the mechanic. Their building is extremely spacious, and they allowed us to stay overnight in their parking lot, which was extremely convenient. I talked to him and asked him if he wanted to be interviewed on camera because he does great work, and I was hoping to give everyone a heads up about him so that he could have some additional business, but he said he's struggling right now to get help that he can trust and that he can send out on these jobs. So he said at this point he really had all the business that he could manage, and he's the one that came out and helped us when we were stranded headed down to the coast originally. I really like him. I hate that he's struggling to find good help, but he said nobody wants to work, which I've heard lots of times, so I understand.
So what did we just do, dear?
We had 4 air fittings changed that were they weren't missed the last time. They just couldn't get to them because of where it was at on the side of the road. So I told him that I would stop by when we were back in the area and he could fix them. So now he's done that. We're on the road. Here we are headed into the RV park. We stayed at Shady Acres RV Park just outside of Keene, which is near Cleburne, Texas, off Highway 67. It's actually a really nice park, and we stayed in their newest phase, which is phase 3, and found it to be very spacious. You'll see us trying to navigate our way through the park and get situated just because we were a little unfamiliar with what we could and couldn't do. We managed to get situated and get everything hooked up there. You'll notice that when we drive down this entrance to the park, it's really very narrow. And I didn't realize that I was driving into basically, it's not an incorrect entrance, but it's not the normal entrance that the RVs would use. To the east of here, just a bit, there's a nice wide lane that takes you right into the RV park and stuff, and we figured out that a little bit later, but we did make it through here, but it's a pretty tight squeeze, so I don't recommend it. But other than that, this was a great place to stay, and we definitely are going to go back and stay there again.
would definitely come back. It's a great little park here in Keene, Texas. They're definitely big rig friendly. We were able to put our rig as well as our trailer all in the same spot, which made it very convenient, and still had room for a vehicle.